The CBC is lying to you about puberty blockers, and worse, your tax dollars are paying for this dangerous propaganda. This week, the CBC published yet another puff piece masquerading as journalism, this time pushing puberty blockers and hormone therapy on children with zero skepticism, even less balance, and a dangerous disregard for medical reality. The story, penned by CBC reporter Andrew Lamb, she, promotes the expansion of gender-affirming care clinics for youth across Nova Scotia. These clinics dole out puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones to children as young as 10 or 11, with, of course, this full endorsement from the taxpayer-funded media. According to Lamb, who openly identifies as a trans reporter and advocates for 2SL, LGBTQAI+ causes, this is all just perfectly safe and effective. This is from the article. Puberty blockers are a reversible treatment. Hormone therapy is partially reversible. These are medical treatments that have existed for a long time, and they are available and safe for youth to access. These are all lies, period. Here's what the CBC won't tell you. Puberty blockers are not some innocent pause button. They are endocrine disruptors that interfere with bone density, brain development, and fertility. They have never been approved for gender dysphoria in children. Off-label use is rampant. The long-term effects, unknown, because no one's bothered to study them properly. Testimony submitted to the U.S. House Judiciary Committee by whistleblowers and detransitioners paint a far more disturbing picture.
My name is Chloe Cole, and I am a detransitioner. Another way to put that would be, I used to believe that I was born in the wrong body, and the adults in my life whom I trusted affirmed my belief, and this caused me lifelong, irreversible harm. I speak to you today as a victim of one of the biggest medical scandals in the history of the United States of America. I speak to you in the hope that you will have the courage to bring the scandal to an end and ensure that other vulnerable teenagers, children, and young adults don't go through what I went through. Puberty is a rite of passage to adulthood, not a disease to be mitigated. Today, I should be at home with my family celebrating my 19th birthday, and instead I'm making a desperate plea to my elected representatives. Learn the lessons from other medical scandals like the opioid crisis, to recognize that doctors are human too, and sometimes they are wrong. My childhood was ruined along with thousands of detransitioners that I know through our networks. This needs to stop. You alone can stop it. Enough children have already been victimized by this barbaric pseudoscience. Please let me be your final warning.
Other countries around the world are pulling back. Sweden, Finland, and the UK have reversed course on youth gender medicine due to mounting evidence and harm. The province of Alberta has done the same. But in much of the rest of Canada, we do what we always do. We ignore the data, shut down dissent, and then fund the lie with your tax dollars. No critics were interviewed in the CBC piece. No mention of risks. No mention of the thousands who regret transitioning in the first place. No mention of lawsuits or rising mental health red flags in this vulnerable population. Just a warm glow of affirmation and a conveniently placed pride flag. Now, this isn't journalism. It's ideological enforcement. CBC is no longer an independent media outlet. It's a state broadcaster parroting the talking points of activist ideologues and medical lobbies that profit off children's confusion. This isn't some whoopsie-daisy by the CBC. This is life-altering, dangerous medical misinformation being peddled by the CBC, which could leave innocent, confused children sterile and their manipulated parents with a lifetime of regret for their role in harming their own kids. We don't let kids buy beer, we don't let them drive, but apparently we'll let them sterilize themselves, so long as it's done in a room with a rainbow flag and a nurse holding the syringe. Parents, wake up. The government is selling out your kids, and the CBC is marketing it with your own money. Defund the CBC, if only to protect the children. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. If they're not doing it on the CBC, they're doing it in the classroom. Go to stopclassroomgrooming.com and sign our petition to get gender ideology out of the classrooms of the nation. Again, that's stopclassroomgrooming.com.